Well, welcome along again, guys and girls. I have a piece of African hardwood on the lathe, and the name of it is a bogassi. I haven't seen it before anywhere. This came to our club by way of salvage. uh, we managed to get a whole load of this, and there's an orbit sitting there. What it was used for was it was all going to landfill, this stuff, and what it was used for it was for the transporting and uh, something to do with the windmills, the big wind generators. Well, come of that it came with those transports, and the company importing them uh, over the it must have been Northern Ireland. Uh, the company didn't want the wood back. They said it would cost them too much to bring it back, and uh, the the guy that Ricky McDonald was talking to, that's the person that got us this. He says there was something like near £50,000 worth of timber going to landfill, and this is extremely hard, really hard, and it. The other thing about it, it doesn't smell very nice when you turn it, but it makes beautiful bowls and stuff. It turns very well, but you need really sharp tools. You can see the grain, it's really closed up. There's the end grain on that there. I'll bring that camera over and show you on overhead. You can see the grain on that. You can see the rings going around. That was a good guess, Paul. I have this on a glue block before I start, and I sort of stuck that on by my eye, so it doesn't look too bad. So this piece measures 4.5 inches by 4 by 2 inches. So it's just going to be a nice wee key bowl or put your change in or something when you come in the house or something like that there. And I might inlay some milliput into it. Seeing its nice dark colour, I was thinking about a wee bit of turquoise or something like that, just to show the colour up. Okay, as always, make sure everything's tight. Your speed is reasonable. It's just sitting at a. I'll just back it off a wee bit. It's bouncing a wee bit. Sitting at 1,000 RPM. We'll stop that and have a look and see how it's going. I should be near there. A wee bit there. Right. I'm just going to change over to my bowl gauge here and see if we can get a better cut on it. Just want to look and see if it would be better changing sides. Maybe take that, change it around. There's more cracks on this side of it than there is on this side, so I might make that the top. So I'm going to have to put a wee spigot on it to turn it around. I think that's what I'll do, because I can turn most of those cracks away when I'm forming the bottom. So that sounds like a plan. I don't want to chance it, because there's a good chance it might be right in a fair ways, and at least this way I can try and eliminate some of the okay. We'll take that out of the chuck. We're just going to put this in an expansion. Right, let's see if I can get this wee glue block off with my wee mallet and chisel. That'll be one for another day. Right, so this is going to be the bottom now. It's not going to be an awful big bowl, but I'll bring the tailstock back up again. And we'll see if I can get, oh, lifted the camera mount out of the hole there. I'll change it over to facing to see if it's any better. There, you can see it better. Okay, so this is going to be the bottom, and there's one of the cracks there, you can see it. So by the time I round this over, it'll take majority of that away, I hope. The other thing about this is it's really dusty. Just want to see what that's like, see where the crack's still there. Yeah, I can still see that one. There's one there. There's not much I can do about that. It'll be part of the character of the bowl. I'm putting a bit of shape on this one. Yep. I'm just forming a wee tannin on the bottom of this. We'll stop and have a look. Right, I'm going to give that a bit of a sand, see if we can tidy this up a bit. There's a wee bit of tar out there. I might be able to sand it out. Because I want to put a line around the outside of this and put a wee inlay of milliput in it. So that's what I want to do with that. That's 400. I'll get that extractor on. Oh, bloody sandpaper won't stay on the pads. I was saying a couple of days ago, these wee pads don't last too long. The Velcro on them seems to give up. Or unless it's me being too happy with them. You'll see in a wee minute when I put a piece of cylinder sealer on this. The wood comes up lovely. It's just a wee bit dusty on it, and the smell of it is a wee bit overwhelming at times. I remember the first time we got that, and one of the demonstrators was using it, and the whole hall stank of it. You want to hear it? It was really bad. He was turning a baseball bat out of this. These, I was saying earlier, these came by the way of landfill. We're going to landfill and we managed to get them. But they're about a meter high, and some of them are more than 6 inches in diameter by maybe 4 or 5 inches. So they're quite hefty bits of wood, and most of them were like tapered from say 3 inches up to 6 or 7, and some of them were bigger than that. So they were cut for a specific job in mind, as wedges, the wedge in between the steel structure of the windmills they were transporting. So that was the gist of that. I'm just going to put the one line in it and at the top of the rim here, uh, and it's just going to be the width of the parting tool. So I think the bit of colour will just set the top of the bowl off when you're looking at it, because the actual rim of the bowl itself is not going to be very wide, and it just might take some to set it off, to make it that wee bit different. So we're just going through the grits here to finish this up before we turn it around. And I'm going to put some millie put in the outside of it. I'll do that off camera. You've seen that before, how that works. There's no use showing you again. A couple of my friends have suggested Isopon to use, substitute the millie bit because it's easier mixed. And Billy Ferris, he's done a couple of wee things and used the Isopon on it, and it looks alright. And he's been able to add some colours to it to get the colours he wants. So that's an idea, wee idea I'm going to take on board. I'm going to use this millie put up first, and what I have is a few boxes there, and then I'll get some Isopon and try it. As we turners, we like to try everything. Anything that makes life easier. Because the millie put itself, it's not very easily mixed. Some of the sticks and the colours can be very hard, and they're sore on the fingers. Anybody with arthritis in their hands wouldn't be able to mix it. But if you're only mixing a wee bit, it'd probably be okay. If you're mixing the whole friggin' packet, you'll be mixing for about 10 minutes continuously, and then you've only got about half an hour between working time. Because once you start mixing that stuff and it softens up and lets you blend the colours together, if you leave it sitting for any period of time, it starts to set up again, and you have to mix it all over again, and it's just a pain at times. Sometimes it's alright and sometimes it's not. Right, that was about a sick 400. I'm just going to see what that's like. Right, that's good enough, and you can see those wee lines in that. You'll see it now when I put some sanding sealer on it. There's wee cracks all over the place. But I I don't think it'll amount to anything. I think I'll just rub that in. When I'm doing any inlaying and things, I like to sand the piece and put a coat of sanding sealer on it, and then cut my line. I find it gives you a far better finish around the edges. In the past, I have forgotten to sand it and just cut the lines in it and then filled it in with a milliput. It was okay to a point, and then uh, when you're cutting it back to clean it up and sanding it, you just see those wee traces of the colour running into the grain of the wood instead of having a nice crisp line, you know. Well, you can see the way that comes up. That comes up lovely. It's a lovely wood, but so that's all I want to do to that now at the minute. So I'm going to, as I say, I'm going to put a line on it, and I don't need that. Put that up there. I don't need that, but we need the parting tool. So I'm thinking about just about here, about the width of the parting tool again. Where's my pencil? Oh, see me and pencils. Oh, things are dropping all over the place. Just let me get rid of this here. Right. So our pencil lines there. So there. And you just want to go in deep enough so that you have a wee bit of room to play with when you come to sand it and turn the actual milliput off and make it a flat surface. I can sand that wee bit again now, just to close that grain down. That's that. I'll just give it a wee taste of sand sealer on it. Just put it down in the edges. Now, I have never had any fails with this, of it coming out of the groove as such, but I did have one fail a wee while ago with the white one, the white milliput. And as you know, if you use it, any of you out there that are familiar with milliput, it comes in two sticks. One's the hardener and one's the colour. Well, in a box of white, you get two white sticks. It's, plainly obvious what the problem is there. So you're mixing this, the two sticks. If you're not making the two full sticks, you're mixing the same amount of both pieces. So it's hard to tell if the piece is mixed thoroughly. What I think what happened with me was I was doing the outside of the bowl, and it was a diamond formation thing on the rim of the bowl up on top, and it looked okay, and it looked okay when it set, but as I started to cut into it, it sort of give you the impression it was soft and it was lifting chunks out of it. And no matter how much I sanded it, and it didn't matter. It didn't make any difference to it. It just looked as bad. So in the end, I turned it all off because I just wasn't happy with it, you know. So that's that done to there. So we'll move that. We'll remove the tailstock. And I'm going to turn this around. So, and see this wee bit of wood on its own? There's a quite weight in it. You could throw it quite a distance with weight. So, I've got it in the chuck. I can fill that in later. I want to more or less get this partly hollowed out, and then I'll leave it. I don't want to go too far with it in case it decides to move and we have a problem with it, you know, so I don't want that happening. So where's my bowl gauge? Right, just check my height. I think a wee bit too high. Right, we'll just change cameras again. Keep forgetting about cameras sometimes, and there's usually some time I'm so engrossed in what I'm doing, I just forget to change it over. So and I'm still hemming and hawing about doing live demos. I don't know. I don't want to do a live demo or not. I don't think there's enough interest there. I think there's too many people doing live demos, and at the minute, and you'll be competing with so many, you know. But we'll have it. I think about it, and maybe you could let me know if you would be interested in seeing a few live demos, then rather than just me putting the video up. We'll just see what that's like on the top. Right, I don't think I want to go any further than that with it until I get the inlay into it. Right, I think that'll do it. I get the millie put mixed up, and I'll bring you back when it's ready for turning. So you can see already, guys, it's a nice timber. It turns very well, very hard and dusty, and it stinks. that's its good points. You know, that's what it has going for it. And the floor is just a big pile of dust on it. So I'll stop it now and I'll get the millie put mixed up and put it in. Okay, guys, it's coming up. Okay, we left off. I was putting the millie put into the piece here. It's the next day and it's nice and hard. So we will take the excess stuff off. And I'm just going to use a spindle gouge to do that. Okay. I'll just stop that and have a look. See where we are. Yeah, that's going to be an RV cut. Put a wee taste of sand sealer on that. It stands out well against the darker wood. The turquoise, just that one line, I think, would it makes it stand out a wee bit. Okay, that's that. Remove those. Yeah, that turned out all right. Right, we'll take the inside out. Right, okay, where are we? I got the camera in the right place. That's it. Okay, we're going to start and take the inside out. I'll just stop that and check the depth. Yeah, there's still a good bit in that to come away. Oh, there's a wee bit there. I'm going to let that go. It's I got most of it. I think when I put a wee taste of sand sealer, that'll go down. Yeah, give it an wee sand. Right, there's a bit of thickness here, so we can take a wee bit more off this yet. I think I'll call it quits at that. Just need to tidy that wall up. Okay, that'll do that. We'll get that sanded up. Okay, we'll get a wee taste of sand sealer on that. Just stop the lathe and check for any discrepancies. It looks alright to me. Just making sure I get all the residue from the sanding paste off. Okay, we'll give that a wee coat of wax and then we'll get the foot off. Aye, that turned out alright. Right, now for to take the wee foot off. Ooh. Just a pity about that wee catch. I wonder could I take that down a wee bit more? You know something, I'm going to leave it because I don't want to go into the top of the millie pot here. I just got away with it and no more coming down. There's just about a millimetre of the timber showing on the top. Now, so I'm going to put a wee bit of tape around the inside of the rim of this just to protect it a wee bit. I must get a set of soft jaws because it'll be handy for the likes of this. Right, so all I have done is put a wee bit of tape around the inside of that. Okay. And we'll just see if our center lines up our hole. And it does. So we'll just leave that and play for a minute to take some of this waste wood away. And where's the that one? Just gentle cuts. You don't want to take it too hard or fast and take a chance of dust lodging it. Okay, so we can take the tailstock away now. I've removed most of that. So we'll just go gently. Okay, I'll stop that and have a wee look and see if it's... That's okay, we'll sand that up. Okay, that's that finished. I'll just run that around the inside of it to clean any marks. So there you are, guys. One finished wee small trinket bowl for your spare change, your keys to put in, or just a wee nice decorative bowl. And there's a few hairline cracks running through it, but that's to be expected. I don't have much experience turning this particular timber. As I said, we got that in a consignment of stuff that's going to tip, going to landfill. So we may manage to salvage it. It's a nice enough timber, but it does smell a bit when you're turning it, and when you finish it, there's no more smell of it, just when you're turning it. And it's extremely hard as well. You know, it's quite a, you can just see that wee nick there. If I go any further with it, it'll be in the top of the millie pot there, and there's a wee hairline crack running up that too, which is not helping. But there you are, one wee finished dish. I wouldn't call it a bowl, it's more of a dish. nice wee piece just to turn. So guys, thanks very much for watching, and as always, if you like, please subscribe, and that'll notify you when I put some more videos up. As I said in the start of the video, or the last video I made, I think I will maybe do one or two live demos to see how the land lies. There's quite a lot of the guys I know that do lives on YouTube, and Brian, if you're watching, sorry your internet's not working, mate. I hope you get it fixed soon. And there's a few other ones that's not doing lives because they're through ill health reasons and stuff, so when I get sorted out, I need to pick a day and a time to suit me and try and suit you, because I know a lot of you are not in England. You're over in Canada, the States, and so farther afield, France and stuff. So uh, unfortunately, you can't cater to everybody's needs, because the time difference in certain countries, But I will think about it and do my best. It might be a late evening one. If you think a late evening one would suit, and I'm talking about 9 o'clock Central Time here in the UK, to do something, because that gets me the whole day to prepare for it. And instead of running around like a madman trying to find things, I can get everything at hand for the project I'm going to go do, and we'll take it from there. So I probably will announce when that's going to be, so that I can get some of your support, and maybe an earworm or two, and maybe join me and do a wee bit of background and chat and so on. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm not worried about that, because I have the screen here in front of me, and I can see who's in and see, if there's any questions. But so guys, that's there you are. That's that. I'll just show you this, what it came from again. That came from that. And it's a heavy big lump of timber, and it's fairly solid. It would do some damage if it hit you, I'm telling you that. So I will say cheerio, guys and girls, and hope everybody's well, and I'll catch you on the next one. Okay, I'm trying to find my mouse here to close this. Okay guys, all the best. See you soon. Bye.